Hey y'all, it's Joanna, and I love to DIY on a budget and make beautiful home decor. And if you like to sew, then catch me on Saturdays. Now, let's get crafty. Okay, y'all, this is just our imagination challenge, and it is always hosted by the beautiful Kathy Joe from Kathy Joe DIY and the beautiful Miss Brenda at Rustic and Lace DIY. And their co host this time is the beautiful Amy, the singing crafty crafter. These are some talented ladies. You already know Brenda and Kathy Joe, I'm sure, and you probably know Amy, but if you don't, Amy is magnificent at taking trash and making something beautiful and just unique. So this time we have to use an extension cord, styrofoam or floral foam, and a paper plate. Oh my goodness. So yeah, so here we go. So I've only got two DIYs this time. That's because I have been so sick. Vertigo is killing me. But I'm a whole lot better now, thanks to the Lord and a lot of prayer. But anyways, so I've got this plaque that I got on clearance at Hobby Lobby a long time ago. Y'all, I'm digging in my stash. So I had to use my heat tool to get that off and sand the sticky off. And now I'm just going to take my Cricut tool, but it's a Dollar Tree Cricut tool, and pop that off. And I want to save it, so it's got glitter on it. And I'm shaving. I'm not shaving. I probably need to. I'm sanding the glitter off. I'll be all right, y'all. So I'm gonna sand this down because it made a bump, and I'll probably use it as a back anyway, but I just don't want it on there looking all weird. So even though we have to use these must-use items, I'm gonna make stuff that's cute if I can help it. So I'm trying, y'all. But this had a slick coating on it, and I figured it'd be hard to paint, so I'm just gonna sand everything. And make sure when you sand that you wipe all the dust off or your paint won't stick. And then I almost sucked up my tool. Oh my goodness. It would have I would have got it back, but still, that thing is powerful. But I'm going to take this off-white. It's by Deco Art, I think. I don't know. I don't even know where I got it. Anyways, I painted my block. It took 2 coats, and now I'm going to take glue, and I'm going fast because it's kind of long. But I'm going to take the Elmer's glue, and I'm going to do something different this time. I'm not using a different color. I'm going to use the same color, and I'm going to paint it on the wet glue, okay? And then I'm going to take my heat tool, and I'm going to dry it. I'm doing this because I don't want real big cracks in it when I'm doing the crackle, and I don't want it two-toned colors. So that's what it looks like, kind of an aged type deal, and I'm going to do that all over except the bottom. And now I'm going to take my vintage, this is Distressed Oxide in Vintage Photo. Y'all, I'm not going to leave it that brown, y'all, I promise. I'm going to take, and I wiped it down so I didn't get it on my hands and smear it. And when you do this, you do need to seal this with something, because if water gets on it, it'll wash right off. This oxide will. So now I'm going to take a baby wipe, and I'm rubbing it with a baby wipe, and I'm going to rub all of that off so that that light color stays in those distressed cracks there where I did the crackle method. So yeah, so this is the way I wanted it, and it come out great. Now we have to use an extension cord. This is an old extension cord, so I didn't mind cutting it 1 iota. I've had it for 100 and something years. Yeah, right. But anyway, I cut that end off, and I'm gonna cut me a piece right here, y'all. I took my wire pliers, and I was trying to be easy and not cut the wire because I didn't want to cut the wire. And then I got my needle nose, my bent needle nose here. I got these little tools at Lowe's. I'll try my best to link them in the there's a buy now or whatever, a shop tab. I'll link them in the shop tab. I absolutely love these little things. Well, that one ain't little. It's a big one, but anyway, I'm just going to take this wire out of this coating because I want the wire without the coating on it. So I'm going to pull this and fiddle with it. Now I'm going to take and I'm going to get my knife, and I'm going to cut down the middle because it's easier to pull the wire out when you're dealing with just one strand of wire. Okay, so now that I got it, I just got to pull. So I'm going to get all that coating off because I want just the wire here. Once I got the coating off, I just took 3 or 4 pieces of wire and ran them around that metal pokey thing. And then I'm going to staple it in the hand. The staple was not that tight. It was poked up by the wire. I'm just making some wispy whiskers. You can probably guess what I'm making here, okay? But I'm going to be using most of my items in this one and all of the items in the last one. So, I'm going to take a little piece of felt and I'm going to glue a piece of felt there to glue my nose on. I got it too big, so I'm just going to cut it back a little bit. You can see it around that heart. And then I'm just going to glue my heart down, upside down. This is going to be her little nose here. Yeah. So anyways, now I'm going to spread my wires out a little bit. I just like them, that wispy looking thing. So now I've got my paper plate. Ain't these pretty? I picked them up at the Dollar Tree yesterday. I went shopping between church services and picked them up. I forgot that I had to have a paper plate. I was feeling better yesterday and today. So I said, well, since I'm feeling better, I'm just going to go get what I got to get. And I already had everything except the paper plate. So these are so pretty though. So I'm going to just cut out the middle that's flat. Okay, because I need the flat part for this. And I'm going to fold it in half. And I'm going to just cut me out the shape of an ear. All you got to do is cut out ovals, or I like pointy ears because I'm weird that way. And just cut out your ear shape, whatever shape you want, okay? And then I'm going to take and use this paper later. So I should have done the next step, that I do, the last step on these ears. I should have did that way before, while never mind, you'll see. So I'm going to take this is like a Posca marker, but it's a Sharpie marker. I forget what they are. But anyway, I'm going to take this fine paint pen. And I got this off Temu when I was shopping at Temu way back in the day. Like it's that long ago. But anyway, I just drew a line and then 2 lines down. It's an upside down Y. And that's easy. I'm trying to make this as easy as I can. I'm in a hurry. Y'all, I did this, started at about lunchtime maybe, and then it's due at 6 o'clock. I'm going to be coming in at the last minute if I'm not late. But anyway, I wasn't planning on doing this. I already told them I couldn't do it, but here I am. So anyway, I just took a hole punch and punched out 2 eyes. It's easy. I can't draw eyes for nothing. I mean, I could have, but yeah, it wouldn't have looked right. So I got my little paper eyes. So I'm going to take fabric tack and just put a little dot there. And this stuff strings everywhere, but you can easily wipe it off. So I got 2 little dots and they're not even. Okay, I want wonky eyes. So yeah, so I got my tweezers and put my eyes on. All right. And then I'm going to dig some more glue out and take time because what else do I have to do? I don't know. But anyway, okay, so I got my ears. Sorry about that, y'all. So I'm going to take this beautiful fabric. I got this at Hobby Lobby. And I am going to put fabric tack on here. I mean, no, it ain't. I could have used fabric tack maybe. I don't know. But this is Mod Podge. It doesn't matter at this point what Mod Podge you use. I'm just using Mod Podge because I'm going to iron these on. Okay? So I'm going to take these. I'm going to put them down like that. And then I'm going to flip it over. And I am going to... I did not have parchment paper or nothing. So I just used my paper towel to keep that glue off my iron. And I'm just going to iron these down. And then it didn't come through. So you don't even need... nothing. I didn't need anything. I'm just using the iron. It's not going anywhere. Dry iron now. And I'm ironing on a glass surface, so, it's not going to mess up my mat under there or nothing. So make sure you got your edges tacked down really good. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to take, I was going to cut them out with just plain scissors. And then I thought, no, I'm going to do them a little decorative. Now, this is where I was talking. I should have put the other piece that I'm going to do on the back before I cut these out, because it was so hard to match these ears up, because that backside is got some kind of, the writing on it, and it looked terrible. So now I'm going to take this and I'm going to iron these edges flat as I can get it. This is where I said I wish I would have just did this before I did the other part. So I'm going to take my ear, and I didn't know how to do it. So I'm going to take my paper towel and I'm going to, this pen did not work. It started and then stopped on me. So I'm going to take a pencil and just trace out around my ear and use this as a pattern and cut two. Now you have to flip one way and one the other way to get them to match. And just use those as a template to cut 2 ear pieces for the back. Now I'm just going to take hot glue, and I'm going to hot glue the pretty piece to that piece. So that way, if you see this from the back, it's going to be a shelf sitter. So, or you can put it on your tier tray if you still have one or whatever. But if you see these, they'll be, pretty from the back too. And you can put them on top or you can put them in the back. I'm going to bend mine and glue them on top like that. So I'm going to bend the other one. I was like, make sure you do them the same size. And I'm going to take my flat pliers, this come in that set as well at Lowe's, and I'm going to pinch it so that it stands up and not flops forward. So I'm going to put that on there, and then I'm going to glue the other one right beside of it. And then, let me see, I don't remember. I just did this and I don't remember. That's how my brain works, y'all. So there's my ears. Oh, I'm going to take my Distressed Oxide, and I forgot what color it is. It's a darker pink, and I'm just going to make my ears, the insides of my ears. And then I'm going to lift the whiskers and give it some cheeks and go around the nose just a hair. Oh, it's a rabbit. So you go around the nose just a hair. Y'all get it? Okay, yeah, whatever. So I gave it eyebrows. And then, I put moss on it, and I thought I pushed record, and I didn't. Sorry about that. It's just green moss. I'm going to tell you all about your moss, okay? I've got these 3 paper roses I've had in my stash for 100 years, and I'm just going to glue them down. My gun got stuck. But anyway, your moss, they don't sell it at Dollar Tree anymore, especially the brownish looking moss, Spanish moss. They do have it at Walmart, but if you go to Hobby Lobby, it's a little more pricey. But I'm going to tell you something. You get a way bigger bag. So you may be paying a little more, but you're getting a way bigger bag, okay? So Hobby Lobby's your best bet for it. Now, I took this little piece of wire that I had left, and I bent it around to make a bow. And then I just took one of the tails and flopped it over it to pinch it together. And I am cutting the tails off even. And I'm going to glue this little bow, the little wire bow, right to the top of her head. Make sure you push it down. Oh, why would you do this? Why would you use a piece of wire? I don't know. But anyways, I'm going to make sure that I push it down real tight. It's actually very pretty. I love the color of copper. So it's very, very pretty. I had glue string, so I used my heat gun. Now I'm going to take that black pen again, and I'm going to give some just little something to the nose, whimsy little lines and dots, and then I'm going to put like fake stitches around the ear. I wish I would have thought to sew around the ear, but I didn't think about it. So I'm just putting fake black stitches in there, and then I end up going and making little eyelashes and, just doing something to those circle eyes. And then I'm going to get a white paint pen, and I'm just going to put 2 dots in the middle of the eyes. And I'm fixing to show you up close. She's so cute. Okay, for the second one, I've got this wood blank. This is one of the squares from Dollar Tree in a pack. I don't know if they still have them. I ain't seen them in a long time. But anyway, this stuff's rougher than a corn cob. So I'm sanding it down, and I'm going to give it 1 coat just on one side of acrylic white paint. That's it. Just 1 coat of acrylic paint. Now I've got these plastic flowers, and I have this pink cloud chalk paint. I love this paint. I love it. But there's some kind of peachy colors in there. I don't even think you see the colors when I get done. But anyway, I'm trying to match it. So I'm painting those flowers. And then I have these beautiful transfers from Timeless Designs on Amazon. And I have them linked in my Amazon store. And I'm just going to take this church, and I did because it matched. And then you end up not seeing anything. It matched the leaves on the plate. But anyway, I'm just going to take the stick. Y'all know how rub-on transfers are. And rub them down. And then when you're rubbing, pull the carrier sheet back. And this one gave me some trouble because I think I didn't let my paint dry good enough. Your paint has to be really dry. So you just pull back and rub. And I'm going to put several transfers from this pack and a couple others on this to just make it say what I want it to say and look how I want it to look. Okay, so I got it the way I wanted it, and I used most of them from that pack, but I used the Love from a Dollar Tree transfer. I just cut it out and put it right on the church. Now I got to cut this even, a piece of floral foam. We had to use floral foam or styrofoam, and I guess I didn't push record when I was supposed to, but all I did was put the little piece of floral foam under there, glue it down to the plate, and glue my plaque on the plate, and then I've put flowers around it. Lord have mercy. I just poked flowers in that floral foam and put those in there, and then put moss in there. I zipped through that so fast. I'm so sorry, but that's what I done. And then I'm just adding more greenery and stuff where it's kind of bare, and just to fill it up some more. And then I'm going to trim that moss back. I'm sorry about that footage, y'all. I don't know what happened. It's been a day. So I shook all the extra moss out, and I have this butterfly from Hobby Lobby, and I meant to stick it in the floral foam, but I cut the wire too short. So I'm just going to cut the wire off. I couldn't get it with the scissors. I got to get those pliers, and then just glue it right down in the corner over top of that other butterfly. And then I am going to, I pulled his whisker off, or his antenna, whatever. So I had to glue that back in. Now I'm going to take the extension cord, okay? And I am going to use it for a hanger, and I'm going to make an extension cord bow, okay? I split this in half. It's easier to deal with. And then I'm just going to fold it around 2 loops and then put the tails down. That's all you're doing. And then I'm going to get a piece of hemp cord right there. And I'm just going to roll it around and around. And this is going to help me glue it down too. And then I'm just going to tie it. Just tying the hemp cord, pulling it real tight. And then I'm going to take that pink cloud chalk paint and a sponge. And I'm going to paint my bow. Isn't that cute? I'm going to paint my bow. And I'm giving it a coat of chalk paint because chalk paint will stick to this better than acrylic. And then when I get this done, I'm going to give it a coat of orange acrylic paint. So now I'm just going to put a ton of glue on it, and I'm going to push it right down in the corner right there. That thing kind of reminds me of a pretzel with no salt. But anyway, then I'm going to flip it over. When that gets done, I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to use this for the hanger. And I'm not going to paint it because there's brown in that church and that bird. So all I'm going to do is put a bunch of hot glue down and hold it. You have to hold it for a long time. And then glue both ends. And then I'm going to take a piece of, oh, good grief, what is it? Tape. Yeah, that tape. And glue it to the back. And there you go. So there's the final reveal. That's my DIYs with my extension cord, my floral foam, and my plate. So what do y'all think? How'd I do? I love that bunny. She's so stinking cute. And, yeah, I like the plate too. You can't tell it was a plate. I mean, if you look around the edges, you can see the crinkles or whatever, but there's the little wire whiskers. So I did what I was supposed to do, and that that little wire bow. That is so pretty right there. But anyways, I love them. So let me know what you think. Make sure you check out the host and the guest host and the whole playlist down in my description box. And check out all the inspiration and laughs that you'll probably get out of this and all that. So until next time, you are a blessing. Goodbye.